Okay, so I've changed some settings, and this is going to be a test stream to see if these settings work. For example, this is going to be test chat. Is it showing up? Okay, there's a bit of a delay, but it does seem to show up. Alright, that is good. Now the issue I also had was that my voice was very quiet compared to the game, so I've changed those settings. So we're gonna get the game up. And hopefully I am not drowned out by the game this time. Okay, so I'm not really sure if this chat box is gonna be best there. You can mess around with it once I'm actually in game. Okay, so that's good. I did change these settings before I started, so as long as it sounds good and the stream elements are working, then I think we are fine. Yeah, I'm just not sure where to put that chat. We'll figure it out. The text is so bright though. I might need to change the color of that. Let's see. One second while I fix it. Oop, wrong one. Also not the right one. Okay, there it is. Alright, gonna very quickly and hopefully manage to change the color of the text. Huh. Damn, they really don't have a way for me to change the color of this, huh? Well, that's great. We'll just have to live with the really bright text for now. Okay. Anyway, we are going to make a character and figure out. I don't have an overlay, that's the thing. Because I'm very low tech and I don't know what I'm doing with this. So for now, let's quickly build a character. I think I want to be your average man. The most average. Or I could be smart, sensitive, I think that works for me. You're a very average man who's slightly, just a little bit emotionally sensitive. Okay, so now I have to set my skill. Keep yourself together. Dreams and waking life. Work your mirror neurons. Assert yourself. Understand cop culture. Charm people. Cool for diplomats, charmers, and sociopaths. Cool for cops, cop aficionados, and pretend cops. Respect junkies, judges of character, interrogators, dreamers, paranormal investigators. Sane people, the non-suicidal. I think I want to... I think I want to go with empathy. I think this is the one I want. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing, so this is gonna be fine. I guess we just begin.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
That voice acting, though. I forgot just how amazing the voice acting in this game was.
Ever. Never, ever.
Never, ever, ever?
Never, ever, ever, baby.
I love the reptilian brain.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
Okay. Utterly devoid of struggle. This is great. Give me some more.
You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing.
I like nothing. How about you cough up some more of that sweet oblivion?
Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage.
Alonzi, let's go. I want to get off now. I like pain and burning light and wanting things from people who don't want to give them to me.
Alright. Nothing town to fuck all borough.
Amazing. A return trip to the silence, please. Let's visit the ancient Zero home. Look, there's I'm tired of being this type of animal, and who gives a shit?
Not you. Your days of giving a shit and being that type of animal are over.
Don't stop, keep singing. Sing me the song of death. Wait, no, I need to belittle myself instead.
The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meat around you. A sensation.
Sensation? Man meat?
Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
You can take it. You're a champion.
Mother, help me, there's a head attached to my neck and I'm in it. Stop, I don't want to hear anything more about the sensation. Take me back to the formless, disembodied nothing. No, I'm not scared. I am a champion.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Your poor limbic system.
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
That's certainly a way to wake up. And yeah, that's good that my voice isn't drowned out.
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world. You reach out to grab the tie, but what's this? Diffuse, radiating chest pain. Doom comes over you. This is bad. Feels like sharp stones grinding in your
What?
chest, keeping you from moving. For quite a long time. Still ongoing. Now is a good time to start worrying. Finally, the pressure recedes. You find yourself covered in cold sweat and trying not to move, hoping it will keep you from dying. The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. Warning, warning, the necktie is no longer contained.
Nice. I also love this image right here. It's such a cool picture.
What you have in your hand is a fantastically colorful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. The lights are off.
Can I turn it back on?
A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off. The lights, a terrible. The lights, a terrible. The lights.
I love that. I could just keep doing that over and over. That's great. What's this? Magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. Oh, okay. Looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. Reel to red tape. Reel to reel tape player is still on, rolling empty. Should I just go around like this? With my little tidy whities? Just a necktie and one shoe? Is this how I want to play the game? He is hungover. Like, really hungover. See bottles in the bathtub, wine, beer, and sweet liquors.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man.
I just noticed that picture in the corner right here. Text box is hiding it a bit, but that's definitely a man.
Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Really? Nothing.
Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions.
Wipe the mirror.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
Maybe I should touch it first to make sure there's nothing wrong with my face.
There is definitely something wrong with it. Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin.
I'm sorry, touch your nose. At least my tongue is okay, touch your tongue.
It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers.
That is horrible. Snail-like tongue wiggling between your fingers.
Bet you are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you. Behold.
That's a face. Oh my god. That's a beautiful face.
You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Dear Lord, help me, what is this? Of course I do. Is it some kind of superstar? I think I'm a superstar. This is a face of a late-stage alcoholic. This is a really funny option, though. I love the art style here, though. The oil painting nature of it. I love the textures on it. It's really, really pretty.
Whatever it is, at least it's dead now. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face?
I'm not making it. The face is just making it itself. I have no idea why it's there. It just is.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. Oh my god. You can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Superstardom? Gods, I don't know. It's indescribable. I think it's supposed to be suggestive. I'm afraid it's meant.
For the ladies.
I'm insinuating that I'm vaguely sympathetic. I think I'm sort of pulling it off too. In a sad has-been kind of way. There's some charm to it. It's an expression of pain. It's definitely either pain or superstardom. I mean, look at that face. That's the face of a man who knows exactly what he is.
You are correct.
I gained 5 EXP. Amazing. Dig deep into your mind to locate the source of the expression. Attempt to stop the expression from happening. Oh, that's amazing.
It belongs in the new, the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species. Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened.
Ah, yes, disco. We can't live without disco. Disco will never die.
For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume Lamillion.
Guillaume Le Million is such a cool name.
Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open air, Boîte de Nuit, somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression.
The expression. So I adopted it? Why? I feel the need to add a clicking sound when I make it. Click, click. How long ago was the new? Anything else? Like, who am I? Why did I drink myself into oblivion? I guess that's it then.
Some 20 odd years. There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression. Looking good on you, or anyone. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic. The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume Le Million's regional mega hit, Don't Worry, Your Pretty Little Head. Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains. You have some understanding of the recent history of disco. The rest is darkness.
I love that his amnesia just allows him to remember only disco.
It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return. It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
Okay, that door's locked. I have a shirt on now. Okay. Let's get clothed. Barring the pants. We don't need pants.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Did I break it with my own hands? Look at them.
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent. More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Wait, what am I doing? Assess the size of the impact.
Something you've done before. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. The single green shoe you found fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if thrown with force. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you could still find the other one on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
Maybe it wasn't me. I should go get that shoe. I don't need it. I don't need anyone.
The window agrees. Its cracked smile is cold and sparkly.
Okay. I think that's pretty much it for this room because I refuse to get pants. Yep, there's nothing else I can interact with here, so we're gonna go out. Pantsless. Oh, am I forced? Am I being forced to get the pants? I think I'm being forced to get the pants. Because I don't have the key.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says whirling in rags on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Okay. Well... tied around the thighs. Tied around the crotch. An unsavory odor. Halogen watermarks. Vivid imagination. It's kind of cool that you have different stats related to your clothing. I guess we can change clothing later and get more stats. I kind of want to remove the pants though. I think it's funny. Heck yeah. Is there anything here? Ooh. The smell of the sea makes you dizzy. Oh, look. A gust of briny wind washes over you.
There they both are. 2 identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet, like 2 baby crocodiles. Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
One plus composure, -1 to savoir-faire. Okay, that's gonna be interesting. Okay. Anyway, there is a woman here I can talk to.
Hello, officer.
Officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
I don't know how to pronounce that. Classy? Classia?
Her eyes are brown, and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
Officer, am I military personnel?
No.
She looks perplexed by your question.
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman.
Oh wait, I know, I'm a businessman. Chief Executive Officer, am I right? Then why did you call me officer?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
Are you sure? You're shitting me. Goddamn right, I'm a policeman, and don't you forget it.
I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time.
She takes another drag.
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less. Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Try the expression on her, let her know you want her. Physically. Who in their right mind would let me be an officer
Don't be
of
so
law?
harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
I mean, she's not wrong.
A glib remark. Don't let it stand. Assert yourself.
How very glib. Better let it go, say nothing.
Retreat is not a winning tactic.
Shut up, authority.
Could it be because of the drinking?
I kind of like her. We're not gonna poke her
Of
right now.
course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you said the words a million times before.
That's kind of horrific, this image.
She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
What if I don't want to ask any questions? Before you go, I have some questions for you.
Yes.
What is it that they have against the police
The
here?
dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city.
Where exactly is here? Where am I?
You're in a hostel, sir.
No, where are we? Where in the world?
We are in Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
Revachol forever? How about you tell me something else instead?
You sure look like you're from Revachol. Revachol parties.
Your room is almost next to mine. Did you hear
There
anything
was
last
the usual
night?
ruckus. Loud disco music.
Did I have any visitors?
I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here. Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them. Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
She has a really nice voice. Mostly just gets hard, doesn't it?
It would appear so. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped and there was a change of pace.
It really is soothing.
A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it.
What was I
That
singing?
It doesn't matter anymore, and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself is very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
When you say wounded, do you mean like in a cool way? Like a wild beast? I'm sorry.
Don't be. I was going out later anyway. It didn't bother me.
Then what happened?
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
That is so me. What did I do? Are you sure I wasn't being assaulted?
A window was smashed. A tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Please tell me there wasn't anything else.
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then. Around 4 or 5. And that was it.
Tell me, is it 51 now?
It's 51. The current century? Centuries don't have numbers. They have names. And this is the current one. Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir.
What's so funny?
You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization.
Okay, you can go now.
Glad to have been of assistance.
I love her. She's amazing. She left a nice long stub in the ashtray and it's still smoking. No one's in there? Okay. Oh, I can run. Okay, that's cool. Trompe de la Monde. Sorry, Trompe le Monde. Oh dear. Hello, Mr. Kim. Is the game a bit too quiet now? Or is it okay? This is where lyrics would be. Okay, game is pretty quiet. Is that a bit better? Speakers connected to the radio. The music is seasoned with static. Okay.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul is immense. It's modest, normal sized, it's puny, cubic meters obscured by the hangover.
Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard through a PA system by other people.
This goes well with the theory that I'm developing that I'm a down on my luck superstar person.
Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works.
What should I sing when it comes to
You
it?
should sing the sad, slow song you were listening to last night. Thought it was obvious.
Of course, they'll really get a gauge on my soul with that one. I was thinking maybe I could sing something else. Something happy, like those ostentatious orchestrations, folks.
Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic song. Who's laughing now? No one. You have to find out how the song goes first, though. Maybe a tape of something appropriate would help.
Okay. We're gonna be doing karaoke.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he is purposely ignoring you. Looks like he's not a fan.
I sense you're not a fan of mine.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
So not only am I a cop, but I'm also a hero?
Yes, you are. A real decorated hero.
What did I do?
What did you not do? First you took the body down, then you solved the murder, then you didn't trash my hostel room. Maybe you even negotiated the strike.
Oh my god, I did all of those things?
No, you see, actually, you didn't. You haven't done anything even remotely useful since you got here.
What have I been doing then? Have you seen me around?
No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
Look at the stuffed bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
Oh dear. You definitely broke the bird.
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at the doors where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot against the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject.
What's the difference?
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
Where did the Sylvie go?
She just, you know.
There's something there, and it's not good. That's all you know for now.
That's good to know. The menu has been wiped clean, only the word Monday is written on it. This is a water cooler. A large bubble is rising to the surface. Ooh. Sylvie's the bird. She's having a sick day, obviously. For sure. Kitchen reserved for personnel until 1. Soft purr of an electric juicer comes to the kitchen. Someone is working. Oh, there's money in there. Mess hall reserved for union workers. Doors open at 4. Royal pinball machine is unplugged.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
She nods towards the man in the orange bomber jacket. We're gonna keep him waiting. Bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful dark liquid is spilling out. What a shame. A man is sleeping at the table wearing mud-caked boots and rolled down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with a
On the
tree.
counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Take the pills.
The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
Should we try and wake him up? Nah, I think we're gonna let him sleep. He obviously needs it. I think this is the last thing to look at. Summer door closed for the winter. We're testing the audio right now because I've received a lot of feedback about audio problems, and I'm also testing out the new stream element, which is the chat box thing that you can see on the screen. You're telling me all my depression needs is magnesium. I think this game really is just trying to tell you that. Magnesium is all you need. White text on white chat box. Yeah, I've tried looking for options to change that. I'm gonna try again and see if I can fix it. If not, then, you know, gonna have to just put up with that. Custom colors. Does that work? I think I fixed it. I like how secret it makes the chat seem. I guess so. Oh, nice. Okay. That definitely has changed the color. I'm glad I figured that out. It's definitely more legible. Okay. Let's talk to Kim.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
Hold on, who is he to me?
He is your half-brother.
What? He's your half-brother?
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
Invent a name for yourself.
Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
It is not yet time.
Okay then.
He processes the information, then disregards it.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
You mean him? Nod toward the cafeteria manager. Yeah, I talked to him. No, I haven't. There must be some kind of misunderstanding. You're taking me for someone else.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Yes, the police. I'm aware I'm a policeman. What interviews? I have, yes, I haven't.
Right. And the interviews?
Interviews, I have not.
Okay. We'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Dead body? I don't like dead bodies. Look, man, you know, yeah, no. Completely.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
So negative you don't know that you haven't.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
What if I told you I'm not really a police officer? How can you be so sure I'm from the police? But I can't remember anything. What were we supposed to do again? And let's get going then, move on.
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
Inspectorate General?
Internal Affairs. And I'm not them. I'm from Criminal Investigation.
You said insignia. These white rectangles, you mean?
Yes.
But they're just white rectangles.
They're not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job.
But shouldn't I have a badge or something? Check your undies.
You mean you don't have a badge?
It was not on me when I woke up.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence.
All right, come on now. If he hasn't said anything about your lack of pants, no one will. You're only hurting yourself by not wearing them.
Nope, we're gonna keep our pants off. What if I told you I'm not really a police officer?
We all feel that way sometimes. There is no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What remains is that there is a dead body in the tree. Someone has to figure out who put it there. If we don't, no one else will. But first, we have to take it down.
But I can't remember anything.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern. After you, officer.
Okay.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Yes?
He's great. Now we can either interview the dude, or we can go do the body. I think we should probably handle the body first, like he said. This run is going to be Obey Kim run. We're gonna do anything he says.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
Why am I looking at this? What kind of vehicle drove through here? Reconstruct the movement.
Cop habit. You look at everything. This isn't case-related, you think.
What kind of vehicle
Hard
drove
to
through
say.
here?
Your vision is blurred and you're having difficulty concentrating thanks to your relentless hangover. No, These tracks are not interesting at all. Let the street sweeper just sweep them away.
Rue de Saint-Ghislain. 8B.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
That is a lot. We're gonna leave that for now. Oh. Smells like spoiled meat and curdled dairy a human being decomposes. What is this?
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
What kind of boots?
Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails, all over the yard. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Lieutenant, workers' boots. Workers' boot tracks.
Noted.
Lieutenant takes out his little notebook. Get an exact count.
Maybe more than 12. No. 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud.
Go over them one by one.
1. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes, number 46. 2. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes, number 44. 3. Hobnailed work boot. Steel reinforced toes, number 43. 4. Standard work boot. Number 45 or 46. You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. The cold must have preserved them. 5. Another standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 44. 6. An aberration. Light as air. Even pace. Same make of boot, but number 41.
Male or female?
Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gait is undeveloped.
Pretty good at this, ain't I?
You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. Everything else has a thin film of unimportance on it, and the tracks burn in the middle of it, in a strange, beautiful way.
Honestly, the dialogue so far has been stellar, with amazing voice acting.
7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46. But the imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms. 8. And yet another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however. The right sole is smoother, more worn.
Okay, so far, I think 7 has been carrying the dead body. Number 8, though. Why would one shoe be more smooth, more worn?
How many?
8, 400 million. Say nothing.
I was pretty off then. I counted 20.
The same guys are going back and forth.
I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary?
Heavy one, 200 kilogram imprint.
200? Could it be the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the other who's tied up? Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built, soon-to-be-dead man.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
One of them was carrying him over.
Possibly, yes.
Light step, number 41 shoe.
A woman or a kid?
Could be a kid.
Okay. How do you know?
He knows it's hard to discern sex from a person's gait.
Understood. Anything else? Interesting. Let's name it the Old Soul.
Do you have any ideas, Lieutenant?
Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer?
He regrets it the moment he says it.
Don't say anything, just nod.
I don't know why I said that. We are not looking for a drummer. We are looking for a group of dock workers. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out their right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
Not
We should
thoughtfully.
keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no?
I'm not sure. We wouldn't want to attract too much attention.
You're right. Let's keep a low profile.
The lieutenant writes something down in his notebook, then reverts to the tracks in the mud. How old do you think these tracks are?
A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
How do you know?
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashon. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
What do you think happened here?
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree.
We should do this? No, I don't think that's smart. My following orders run, no. I cannot believe I lied immediately. I'm sorry, we do need to obey Kim.
Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed, they all stood in a row here and looked at the tree.
I'm sorry, Kim. Kids' ladders were petite but still climbable. This ladder's for kids, it wouldn't hold the weight of a full-grown man. Someone's trying to grow herbs in this garden. Herbs, eh? I'm gonna take all of this. Eee, another magnesium. Winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some years. What's this?
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
What is this?
It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
Why am I looking at this pile of roofing material?
Because it's nice and orderly. Well-laid pallets. Easy on the eyes.
It's definitely hiding a door.
There's more to this. You get this strange feeling.
What feeling?
Hard to say. It's gone now. Feelings pass, you see. Especially the small ones.
Okay. Well, this kid needs to stop hitting that body. But before we do that, R wears a crown, ribbon below, a light above descending.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash container.
The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Lieutenant, what do you think could be in here?
Trash? Food waste from the cafeteria? They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence, too.
Yes, I feel like there's something in there.
What do you mean, feel?
It's extrasensory perception. Whatever is in there holds special significance. It's just a hunch. Maybe someone threw something in there? Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
How do we get the lock open?
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage,
Or, Lieutenant?
Or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
The trash can's aura speaks to me. I am one with the trash can. Anyway, we need to talk to these kids to stop.
Kuno's got this!
The boy throwing rocks at the dead body can't be older than 12.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Oh yeah, nappa gumpy, Kuno!
Yells the other kid behind the fence. Hey, a kid. Hey kid, a word. Police business. A moment of your time, please.
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous, you should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
Juicy what now?
I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Oh.
Yeah, Kuno! Ride the lightning, Kuno!
Kuno's riding it, see?
He wipes sweat from his brow and sends another rock flying.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Kim, what should we do? Are you kids siblings? Kid, you want to hang out? I'm not a narc. Look, I have questions for you. I'm gonna ask Kim what we should do.
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces.
What forces?
You will see.
Are you kids siblings?
The fuck are you talking about?
He throws another rock.
He's calling us Kuno! He says we're fucking each other!
Damn. I forgot the dialogue here gets really, really strong. Okay, where is it? Significant profanity and vulgarity. I do need to update that. Anyway, look, I have some questions for
Alright,
you.
entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
He's such a little shit. Who is
Kuno's
Kuno?
Kuno, pig.
So you refer yourself in the third person?
The fuck are you calling a third person? Kuno's the fucking first person?
He looks slightly confused, but proud he came up with that retort. But right as he's getting distracted, you hear a malevolent hiss from behind the fence.
True, average UK dialogue.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you!
The thing behind the fence starts squealing shrill and violent like a fire alarm.
Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
The sound gets louder as the kid shouts at the windows overlooking the yard.
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Just answer the questions.
Help! He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
Pig's in aim, Kuno!
Oh my
Somebody,
fucking god.
please.
What is this sick charade? Who put you up to this? Are you high right now? Shut him down. Aww. I kind of want to punch him. Are you high right now?
Help! Misters, help!
He's having the time of his life. Total ecstasy. Fuck the pig.
He's flashing Kuno! He's showing his genitals! If you don't help Kuno now, it'll be too late!
I think it doesn't help that I don't have pants on right now. That is an issue. We're gonna back off, like Kim said.
Look,
Kuno whispers as you retreat, vanishingly silent.
I know you wanted to hit me. You got that I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look that Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look.
Yes, but I didn't act on it. It was just a fantasy. Yes, how do I get it back? How do I get back to it? I want to go back to that thought. How do you know that? You can't see inside my head. Can you read my mind, Kuno? I kind of want to punch him.
I know what you thought. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shut that shit down. You know what? You should've, because now
He raises his voice again.
you're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughs at you. King Kuno!
He spreads his arms, taking dominion over the yard.
The whole charade was about establishing dominance over you. You backing up means he's succeeded.
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch! You're gonna be in this shit with Kuno!
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno!
Whatever, I had some questions about the crime scene.
Okay. Kuno is kind to his bitch. Ask your questions, but remember, this changes shit.
I cannot believe I'm Kuno's bitch.
Click, 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 click!
Goes the little peepo wearing asshole behind the fence.
Right, pig? This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it? Look at that fucking shit! You're trying to get Kuno killed!
So you would say that the ladder is unclimbable?
Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
It's a trap, Kuno! Don't climb it, Kuno!
What's in the greenhouse over there?
Dunno. Kipda's gardener used to work there.
Hold on, the gardener used to work there?
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno.
The smell.
Look it up in the library. Kuno's not a fucking dictionary. Fucking small brain. Kuno means the gardener, alright?
You mean the young woman by whirling in rags? That gardener?
Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
He looks you in the eye and nods as if agreeing with himself.
Yeah, her.
I was wondering about the trash container.
Don't be wondering about Kuno's shit, pig.
I got a very strong hunch there's something of importance in it. Something I must
Fuck
find.
does Kuno care about your hunch? That's your shit. You figured it out.
Kuno, there's a stack of Eternite back there. Point to the shack.
That's just some shit roofing gimps left behind. Lazy dinks.
There it is. That strange feeling again. As if there was more than meets the eye about that pile of roofing material.
You can't hide it. I see without vision with my inner eye. So you say, but I saw past the veil. Yes, yes, some shit Gimps left behind. Were those Gimps left-handed? Don't I have a single normal thing to say?
The fuck are you talking about? Kuno doesn't know what handed gimps they were.
Trying to get you to talk gimp, Kuno. Don't talk.
You can't hide it. I see without vision with my inner eye. I saw past the veil.
Fucking well. The fuck are you talking about? Ask me a normal question, pig.
They're trying to make you feel stupid, Kuno.
You glance again at the roofing material in front of the shack. Yes, you should go back there.
For now, let's talk about something else.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
The body, what do you know about it?
Shitload, pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
Kim, help me out here. What do we want to know?
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
Do you know who he
Kuno's
was?
fuck gimp. Kuno uses the fuck gimp for target practice.
Do you know how it got up there?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
So you didn't see it happening?
You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Oh, okay. Where did you go then?
I don't know. Some fucking Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
I cannot believe Kuno was in Cyberpunk 2077 all along.
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant.
He really would fit in. He's already high enough for it.
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost,
We're gonna try and figure out what's happening.
He's on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
Hey Kuno, think you can turn the Kuno down for a moment? Let's talk like normal people. Kuno, listen, I know this boundary pushing thing is new to you, but it's old news for us grown-ups.
Get your snout out of Kuno's ass. Kuno knows how hard Kuno pushes it. Kuno pushes it hard level. You should give up, Popo, or the Kun will keep fucking it out of you.
Are you okay, Kuno?
She looks worried. The Kun has her confused.
That went wrong. He took it as a compliment. Then he had a minor seizure.
Okay. More questions
Yeah,
about the crime
The
scene.
kingdom of Kuno. Yeah, whatever. Kuno, the
Do you
fuck about it.
Okay, we
Your
have nothing
test-
else.
Get lost.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth.
You know what's kind of awful? With how that kid keeps throwing rocks at it, it probably would burst and get viscera all over him, which would be totally deserved.
You seem to be holding your breath.
Look down.
A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
God, what is that? Why is it so bad?
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He raises a white piece of linen to his
He's
nose.
about to blow. Cop's gonna blow, Kuno.
Kuno is a great friend if he did.
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
We're gonna do exactly what Kim said. He said it's okay to throw up. We're gonna let it out. Ugh. The noises, though.
Feel a great force ringing from your stomach. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it.
Thanks. Wipe your mouth.
The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
Okay, where do we get ammonia from?
There is Frit nearby, east of the hostel.
Freely.
They usually have a small apothecary. If they don't... There's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling in rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check.
We do need to try to get this body down, though. How do we get it down?
There he still is, looking.
If you keep not wearing pants, maybe Kim will give you spares. Probably. I don't know if he'd even fit, though.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly.
Pull the panels aside.
There it is. You see a shabby little door.
Nice.
What is this, then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Let's go in. A silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine.
That sweet, sweet meth.
The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
Oh no. Someone has taken narcotics here. Perhaps the police should interfere. I wasn't thinking about taking it, I swear. I was thinking about justice. I heard amphetamines can make you a really good detective. Are you a really good detective?
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However,
He points to the ladder in the corner.
see that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
Get out of the way or get fucked up. Cured pig's head, it looks mummified. Empty tube of magnesolum, magnesium supplement. Oh. Oh, okay. I have to go all the way around to grab that. That's fine. Let's take a look at... Oh. We're gonna have to go here anyway, it seems. What's this? Doorway's gonna collapse soon. Restoration pillars. Keep the ruins together. Oh, I can zoom out. Didn't even realize. This. How do I get that? There's so much stuff to loot. I only have 2 hands.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here.
Look, Lieutenant, someone left his cloak behind.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment.
He judges the drop.
You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
Do you think this cloak is mine? Should I go for it? Jump?
The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it,
He looks over the ledge at the cold pavement
well,
below.
it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meter stops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind you.
The cloak looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind. Who knows what its pockets may hide? The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard. The look in his eyes is a mix of the engineer-like interest and the wonder of a 6-year-old seeing a horse for the first time.
Let him have this moment of wonder.
His eyes trace the crane's contour, as if trying to memorize its majestic shape. Then he notices your gaze.
Yes. We were in the middle of something. Your cloak.
You can continue looking at it.
What are we doing? We're awfully close to breaking into the industrial harbor. They're bound to have information for us. I thought that was our intention. Or it could be that we are just exploring.
He's thinking you've forgotten where you are again.
Should we get that cloak right now? Yeah, fuck it.
As you leap in the air, a chilly breeze engulfs you, sharpening your senses.
Close your eyes, let your senses take in the world around you. Continue the voyage through the salty air.
As the concrete floor welcomes you, you realize it's been a while since you felt so alive, alert, capable. Must be the adrenaline.
I knew you could do it. My climbing down might not have been as disco as your jump, but at least we can explore the harbor now.
With your feet firmly planted on the concrete, the noise of the harbor rushes back in.
So we're so disco. Okay. Let's put that on. Oh yeah. This is the look we want. Collecting rainwater. What's all of this? There's so much to explore. At least 3 packs worth of cigarette butts. Empty bottles of Commodore Red and potent Pilsner.
Numerous empty wine bottles glisten in the rain. Someone partied really, really hard here.
How hard?
Well, they went through 6 bottles of potent Pilsner, 3 bottles of Commodore Red, and almost 4 packs of cigarettes.
Did I do
It
this?
must.
Well, yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you.
This is really sad. I must have been miserable. I must have been on an advanced scouting mission in the harbor.
Yes, this looks pretty advanced, all right. For now, let's just move on.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud.
Kim, I'm gonna take a quick look inside.
If
We're
you
gonna
must.
search.
But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table.
I kind of want to take it. Probably
Let's
should
get
keep it,
going.
though.
The entire neighborhood can see us up here.
Oh, what was that? Okay. White pine trees are printed onto the screen covering looks of forest under snow. Balsam. There really is so much to explore here. Speaker tower silence. Musk of oil and rust comes from the chasm in front of you. It smells like blood. Kim, open this. Industrial-sized thermos smells like burnt coffee. Banner sacks from the rain, snow. White waves all red.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
I tried to use Kim on Box. Kim didn't want to be used on Box.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along. The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisund on Muindi.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard.
Hi.
Everard, 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 he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister?
The look in its deep blue eyes is as sincere as you've ever seen. Kind of makes you feel like an arsehole for no apparent reason.
This dude is great.
I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
A shadow passes over his kind face. Of course not.
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
He doesn't seem to be waiting for you to answer.
Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
You're Ubi, right?
Oh, yes. Born and raised in Irish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then. Too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No, sir. Those are just nasty rumors.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
Thank you for letting us know you're not into bestiality. What are you doing with those containers?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
What's going on here?
The containers in the yard are green in Wild Pine's livery, and the mountains rising behind Leo is all red in Union colors.
It kind of does seem like an overload. I think the developers are Eastern European, right? I'm not surprised that they have so many influences from all over Europe.
It's like some red infection was spreading outwards from the container yard's core.
This looks like a massive redecorating operation, Kim. Leo, has anyone told you why you need to change the covers?
No, not really. Mr. Everett doesn't tell me all the big things. Says I go and tell them to everyone.
Yes, they are hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Debarders Union logo on them.
Oh, no trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all.
Where is everyone? The harbor's empty.
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in.
He leans in with a confidential look.
We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate.
He pauses to think.
But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
Hi there, Key. Welcome. We're doing a bit of a test today. It's not going to be a long stream. Or at least it shouldn't be.
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business. Him and his boy stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling him to take some time off.
Yeah. I just wanted to play a little bit of Disco Elysium. I haven't played this game in a while. We're testing audio and the new stream elements. As you could probably see on the screen, we have a new chat box thing, which is exciting.
I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hearties.
Too rowdy, Leo. What kind of fight did they get into? Did they kill a mercenary? Okay, Leo, let's hear about this fight you got into.
Too late. Leo's mouth is still moving, and the words
no.
are spewing forth. Words, words, and look, even more words. This guy could go on till the end of days. Now he's talking about some drunk sawmill owner who, no, he already switched to a prized fishing rod he apparently owned at some point. You know what? Just cut in there with your questions.
Do you work here?
Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo.
The little man raises his hand in a welcoming gesture.
I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
A good-hearted chuckle again.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes I am, yes I am.
Stay on this Miss Beaufort topic.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this place would totally fall apart if you didn't shine the boss man's shoes, Leo. I think you're doing a great job around here, Leo. Hold on, who's this Miss Beaufort you mentioned?
Oh, Lizzie. She is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly. But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood, knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure.
For a fraction of a second, there's sadness in his eyes.
If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids.
Aw, I'm sorry to hear that, Leo.
Dr. Lemaitre said so. And she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years, she has.
He sighs and falls silent, watching you meekly with his blue eyes.
So Everett trained a lawyer named Miss Beaufort. Interesting.
I think you're doing a great job around here,
Yes,
Leo.
this place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really.
You didn't think it was possible, but the smile becomes even wider. This man is so pure. I love him.
Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright.
The white rectangle on your clothes might not mean an awful lot in Martinez, but the recognition from an authority figure made Leo's day.
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up. Oh, you want Mr. Everett then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood.
He coughs, then continues immediately.
Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
Easy now, Leo. I just want to know where I can find this
Oh,
man.
Mr. Everett is where he always is. In his office, of course.
Okay, I'm off.
Bye-bye now.
Well, we got some information from this dude. What other things? Oh, almost missed that. There was something here that I wanted to take a look at. But I can... Oh. What is this? Oh my god, okay. It means Whale Ford in Arden. There was this thing right here.
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marsh and Arrête are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block. Marsh. On. Arrête. Off. With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
And now it can arrête. I wonder if people are going to notice this, though. They probably would, huh?
And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. The harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose has been fulfilled.
Its purpose? What do you mean?
Moving this container, of course. For this purpose it was built. For this purpose it has acted. And now it will rest.
I can't see how that was worth the wreckers, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
Press
The
arrête.
crane does not return to its original position. It does not move at all.
Alright. Well, Kim got to watch machine work, so he got to have some enjoyment out of
Before you
this.
stands a cargo container, just one of many in the yard.
Lieutenant, I think there's something special about this container.
You do? Because I don't.
What? Why not?
There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
Okay, so if Kim says that this is not special, we're just gonna leave then. You're right, it's probably
Damn,
nothing.
Now you got me curious. This is not what we came to the harbor for. We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to talk to the Union, right?
No reply.
Since he's curious, I think... Do you think that would justify us opening this, now that we have him curious? Does this fall under the law of we must obey Kim? Yeah. Kim originally said that there's nothing special about this, but he's now curious about it. Is it actually empty? Might as well look.
You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.
Persuade the door to open.
Why are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Because getting physical wasn't an option.
Because what wasn't an option?
Using my body over my wits.
Now is not the time to get philosophical, detective. You can do that after hours.
Okay. I'm sorry, Kim. Okay, we're going to talk to the dude in here. Coffee in the giant thermoses are still lukewarm. Stair made of pallets leading up. This is a really cool little office.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you.
I love the little finger gun he did.
With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you.
Are you in charge of the dock workers?
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
He gestures to a tiny chair opposite to his giant desk.
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez.
The man relaxes into his chair and continues.
I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
You go ahead, detective.
He nods at you, then at the chair.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Okay. He told us to take a seat, so we're gonna take a seat.
Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
Gives you a slight wink. Damn, this chair is uncomfortable. Remain serious.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Oh dear.
By the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense.
He points to a giant novelty check on his desk. It's huge. It's absolutely comically huge.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
He points at it again.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
Should we take it? Wait, you know Gart? Thank you, Everard. Take the comically large check, but don't say anything.
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
With a grin, he points to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
Do we thank him for it? Kim, do we take this bribe? Do we thank him? Do we not thank him, take it anyway? Okay, since we can't obey Kim, what we will do instead is not thank him for it.
Is there anything you'd like to say to me? Or...
No.
No, it's cool. You've got integrity. Yeah, thanks. Do you want to be polite? Do we want to be an asshole? Kim. Kim, answer me. Kim is polite. Okay.
Don't mention it. But also, don't forget it. I'm just kidding, of course.
Okay, we're gonna be polite.
Is he?
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun. Oh God, why didn't you think of this before? Cops have guns.
Pat your pocket.
Where's yours?
You don't have pockets, sir. This doesn't worry me at all. Who cares if I lost my gun and the love of my life?
Fuck love. This is your gun. This is serious.
You don't need a gun. We can still have fun without the gun. The fun doesn't need to stop. Have some right now.
Oh my god. What is this dialogue?
Are you all right, Harry? You seem anxious. Don't be. Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
This dude is such a snake.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
Kim? Kim?
Officer, we will deal with this later. We don't need Mr. Clare's help with this.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Oh dear. You took the novelty check. Gun was a surprise. The chair is killing you. Oh dear. Okay.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
No, I'm not about to cry. Try to stay cool. So what? Men can cry too. That is true. Kuno's a piece of shit.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
The large man snaps his fingers, but to no effect. You're in some stupor. You keep sliding down the chair like a jello shot. There are no Harrys. Let your mind go to your safe place.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
Nah, I'm as good as it gets, Mr. Dubois. Vaguely gesture with your hands above your head. Oh yeah, man, I'm fucking great. Keep sliding. Actually, this chair's uncomfortable. I could use that glass of water. Sit upright.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions.
Aren't you gonna ask me how I got in?
Harry, honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia. A man your age...
He talks so familiarly with you. I wonder if Harry has known him for a while. A man my age? What are you implying I'm at the peak of my abilities.
Yes, Harry. You are obviously in peak physical condition, and I salute both your initiative and your physical prowess. Very impressive, Harry. Very impressive. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
I want to talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to discuss it with you. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
Say nothing.
But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors.
Kim, is that true? Are we door-opening machines?
I'm not sure I understand. If you're asking us to break down someone's door, it's not going to happen.
Come now. I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing. Absolutely nothing shady about it.
There is something shady about it.
The stars aligned into a cosmic frown here. He has your fate decided. Bide your time, however, and let the stars continue their course, and that frown shall turn into a smile. Only if you play along.
Why don't you just open it yourself?
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. You look like you could run around all day.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry?
Whose door is it?
Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
What do you mean, weasel?
A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly.
He removes his glasses and rubs his nose.
Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
I bet you don't even know anything about the hanging.
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez.
Should we accept this task? You know what? I can't accept this. I can't accept this thing.
Of
We're gonna
course,
ask
Harry, I
Kim in a
understand.
moment.
But if that's the case, I don't think we'll ever find your gun. Even worse, we won't be able to speak like equals about the murder. Perhaps this was just bad timing for you. Know that you can always come back to me. I really hope you do. For your sake, my sake, and for your gun's sake too.
Yes, we both understand what you meant.
This may be the only way, he thinks. I won't hold it against you. In fact, we probably should reconsider later.
What's that? What's in the container that's outside your
My
office?
dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
There was something special about it. It was attached to the Kvalsund crane.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Thanks. I was wondering how I'm supposed to get
Here,
out.
you're one of us now. A real red and white union man. Take care, Harry.
Okay, Kim, what do you
Yes?
think? Oh, what? What error? The Kim crash?
What do you want to know? It's not a The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't
I don't
take a
know.
DeLorean
The game
polymath
seems to still
put the
work.
pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
Okay, so the case probably isn't mysterious, but could it be sexy? White male in his 40s, what more do you need?
I'm relieved that you agree.
He is glad and surprised to see an officer who can appreciate the less than spectacular.
Is there anything else? You look like you're about to say
Do
something.
you know the feeling when you've begun filling in a crossword, but some of your answers don't quite seem to fit? That's the feeling I have right now, for some reason.
I know exactly what you mean.
It will turn into quite the puzzle yet, I'm afraid.
We're from different precincts, why are we on the same case?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
His disdain is clear. This man would not use such an expression otherwise.
What do you mean?
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
You know what I'm in on. Retrograde amnesia.
Better still than an imbecilic cop-off.
Cop-off?
It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
Okay, let it go.
Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case?
Literally anything about it. I can't remember a single thing.
Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit.
I know literally nothing about it, only what you told me
Do you
before.
want me to brief you?
Brief, yes. That sounds good.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Wait, does the briefing say who the victim was? Who was the caller?
To find him or her is one of our tasks here. For now, all we know is that the tone was muffled, using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
So, let me just make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer.
That's right.
Can we go over the preliminary info?
You mean like a brief?
No.
There's no reason to wing anything. If you didn't get the brief, that's okay. 3 days ago, the RCM... During that time, the victim had been stripped. A security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth. To find
Who's the
him or her,
caller?
there's a
We've done
strong
this.
prejudice against involving the RCM.
Yes, I understand
in what-
everything
Just
now.
to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Good.
Okay, so... There's nothing else we could talk about, huh? Okay. Guess we'll leave, since there's nothing else here. I think I will save. And maybe call it here for now, since this is just under 2 hours since I started streaming. I've been able to test the chat box, and I think the audio might be fixed now. So we should be good to go for the next time I stream. Thank you for joining me for this very short and quick stream. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after. We shall see. Thanks for joining me. Okay, bye.